Hello, everyone. Today, I will present about sustainable food waste recycling in Indonesia to support a circular economy, literature review, and valorization options. And my name is Alvira Febriani Harhab, and I'm from Industrial Engineering, Universitas Trisakti. Today, I will present about the introduction, food waste in Indonesia, current condition and food waste in Indonesia, regulation, food waste valorization technique, economy circular concept, innovative approach and techniques for food waste recycling, knowledge disparity, and the last is conclusion. For the first, according to data from the Ministry of Environment and Forestry in 2021, food waste, we call FW, is the largest composition of waste in Indonesia at 28.3%, followed by plastic waste at 15.73%, and 12.75% waste in the form of wood or ratting. In Indonesia, the usual management of food waste is composting, making briquettes, and biogas. Currently, in developed countries, the food waste valorization approach towards circular economy is being practiced as a waste management solution. Waste valorization is an industrial process activity that aims to reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover agricultural waste into other products. Food waste valorization activities will play an important role in a circular economy where there has not been much specific research carried out in Indonesia. Food waste has hidden source of bioactive compounds and bioenergy which have not been utilized properly. Food waste has great potential to explore waste valorization to encourage a circular economy. Food waste valorization to move towards a circular economy has not yet been carried out in Indonesia. Therefore, this paper aims to conduct a true literature review to critically analyze the existing situation for sustainable food waste recycling in Indonesia. In addition, this paper aims to propose a sustainable food waste management model and advanced biotechnology approach in developing countries in Asia. So this is a chart food waste in million in Asia, and we can see Indonesia has a biggest number for food waste in Indonesia. And a current condition in Indonesia, first, there is a formal system in place where the city government manage waste using the principle of 3R. They are reuse, reduce, and recycle. Secondly, there are community initiatives where people voluntarily manage waste. And last, there is an informal system where informal workers handle organic waste such as compost farmers, scavengers, and collectors. And Indonesia has regulation for food waste management. For the first government regulation number 81 in 2021, which requires manufacturers to reduce and recycle food waste and or biodegradable packaging. However, this regulation is still need to be refined by defining potential food waste resources and setting more specific food waste reduction targets for each supply chain. And then, from Ministry of Environment and Forestry Regulation number 75, 2019 is a 10-year waste reduction roadmap for producers in the food and beverage service industry sector in Indonesia. And then Presidential Regulation number 97 of 2017 and Minister of Environment and Forestry Regulation number 10 of 2019, 2018 established JAXTRANAS and Presidential Regulation Number 35 of 2018. And finally, Presidential Regulation Number 89 of 2019 focuses on food safety and requirements to meet food safety and quality standards for human consumption. However, this regulation does not mention processing or minimizing food waste. And this is a food waste valorization technique. The animal process to animal feed and anaerobic digestion, pyrolysis, hydrothermal carbonization, fermentation, incineration, composting, microastatic extraction, and enzymatic hydrolysis that we can use to food waste valorization. And this is a concept for economic circularity. This is food waste, and we can use microwave, ultrasound, bioreactor, homogenizer, and enzyme that bioactive compounds, bioplastic, and biofuels is a sustainable solution to economy circular. And this is innovative approach and technique for food waste recycling for the first life cycle assessment, that is a method for assessing the environmental impact of a product over its entire life cycle, and waste to energy that for food waste conversion into biofuels, biogas, and biodiesel and bioenergy. And then waste to value added products, that is sustainable food waste recycling into valuable products such as enzymes, bioplastics, bioactive molecules, green extraction of bioactive molecules, that is extraction of lipids, pectins, starch, proteins, and others. And the last is biorefinery integration, that is biorefinery combination and integration. And this is the knowledge disparity, that food waste is a major problem due to a lack of understanding between consumers and the food industry. This makes it difficult to establish a circular economy that effectively recycles food waste. The food industry itself often struggles to implement effective waste management and recycling process, resulting in significant waste from the harvest process and beyond. To establish a circular economy, we need to bridge the knowledge gap between consumers and the food industry. This requires disseminating adequate information and implementing appropriate guidelines and regulations. Failure to do so will impede the implementation of a circular economy. And this is the conclusion that this paper outlined the current state of food waste management in Indonesia and explore opportunity for sustainable recycling of food waste into value-added products for a circular economy. Food waste is often dumped in TPS and causes environmental problems due to a lack of public awareness despite the use of composting and animal feed processing techniques. Anaerobic digestion is a method of valorization for food waste that has a lower GWP compared to composting or landfilling. An integrated biorefinery approach that combines hydrothermal carbonization, fermentation, and anaerobic digestion in the food waste valorization process can lead to circular economy and reduce waste and carbon emission. Biorefineries can have the greatest climate impact in achieving net zero emission by promoting the replacement of fossil-based products with bio-based ones. Recycling food waste is one way to promote a circular economy and sustainable approach to reducing food waste. And